Just one old tired looking old man. Alright, Gene, I want to interview you. But I'm not going to ask any questions. So, start.
So we're currently staying at Camp Richardson, South Lake Tahoe. This is the RV park. It's a really big kind of resort area. There's even a little ice cream shop and a little general store. There's our site, our Imagine. We have a really nice big spacious site. You can see all the woods around, really pretty around here. We have really a lot of space. You can tell there's kind of a common space behind us. A lot of kids playing there last night. And just really, really nice trees. We just have water and electric here, and it looks like a lot of the sites are just water and electric. I think there are some full hookups, but they were reserved pretty quickly. There are some common bathrooms. There is a nice little beach, the restaurant on it, swimming area. But again, Camp Richardson, pretty nice place. I would definitely come back.
We're here at the Beacon Bar and Grill. We're gonna have the original rum runner, what they're famous for. We'll let everybody know how that is when we're done. Our first full day in Lake Tahoe, we decided to go to Emerald Bay and Emerald Bay State Park. We got a late start, and it turns out we weren't the only ones that thought that was a great idea. It was packed and there was no parking. I suggest you always have a plan B, and that's what we did. We turned around, headed toward Nevada and the east side of the lake. We're hiking down a trail to a beach on the east shore of Lake Tahoe. I guess we got about 300 feet drop over the distance of this hike. There's Gina and all her professional hiking gear trying to get down this hill.
We're getting ready to leave California and go back into Nevada. We're going back and forth all day long.
We're gonna
see if we can make our fortune.
We're gonna see if we can strike it rich at the casino, assuming we can even get in. Enjoy anything?
No.
Me either. What you got there?
I've got a custom ice cream cookie sandwich.
You eat all that yourself?
I don't know. We're gonna try.
Well, day one ended successfully. What a great day. We were determined, though, to try Emerald Bay again in the morning. All right, our second day in Lake Tahoe, we got up early and probably left our camp at 8 o'clock and headed to Emerald Bay, which meant we probably got there about 8:30. And we did that because the day before it was so crowded, there was no parking anywhere to be had. And we wanted to get there early enough to find parking, and that wasn't a problem that morning.
Yeah, we came in and there were plenty of spots we were able to park easily, and our plan after parking was to hike down the trail. That's where you can go and rent kayaks, and so we had done that previously and had a lot of fun, so we really wanted to have a chance to do that again.
We got there before they opened the kayak stand. We were so early. So we walked around a house down there. It's a mansion called Viking's Home. They have tours of it. We've never toured it. It's probably pretty cool. You have to buy tickets. You know, we kind of committed ourselves to the kayaking instead. The story behind it is Laura Josephine Knight had it built back in the early 1900s. It's Scandinavian style. Apparently she took her architect with her to Scandinavia to get ideas to build it. From the outside, that's all we got to see. It's beautiful, pretty cool looking. Apparently there's even parts of the house that are built with 0 nails or screws. Once we got our kayaks, we paddled out to the center of the bay to Thanet Island. It's interesting, this whole bay is carved out by glaciers. So why is that island there? It's not volcanic or anything. I was reading about that, and essentially it's just more resistant rock that the glacier didn't carve out in that little chunks there. And it's the only island in all of Lake Tahoe. On the top of the island, at the highest part, is a ruin called the Tea House, and it was built by Miss Knight as well at the time that Viking Home was built. Apparently, they call it Tea House because she would actually take her friends over. There was a big oak table in the center of it and a fireplace in the corner, and they would have tea.
That would be an interesting journey to go over there to have tea.
After that, we paddled out to a beach.
Yeah, you know, the water was beautiful, and you do actually, even though the weather wasn't very hot, you get a little bit warm after all that paddling, and so we found a nice little sandy beach that we could pull up on and get in the water and cool off a little bit before we continued on to explore a little bit more.
After that, we paddled. We were heading back to where we had to turn in our kayaks. We paddled in the southwest corner of the of Emerald Bay. I'm trying to think what it was called. Anyhow, and it was kind of neat. There apparently was some landslide. I'm not sure what that's dated back to, but in this area are these large trees, that had been in the water, almost looking sort of preserved in the water, creating an interesting underwater landscape.
I think it was interesting to look at also just because of the clarity of the water. So you could see down a lot more deeply than you could if the water had been a little bit more murky. So it really gave it an interesting look.
It was, I would recommend it. Obviously, this is a very popular place in Lake Tahoe. If you do want to go to Emerald Bay and explore, I highly recommend you get there early because parking is at a premium.
It is, and we weren't the only ones with that idea. There were numerous other people that got there really early too.
Yeah. All right.